Yo, what's going on, friends? This is Nicholas Minaj with a quick tutorial on how to DJ on Serato using just one turntable or CDJ. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, why would you show up to a gig with one deck and try to do it? And it's a good question. You know, obviously, if you're a DJ, you probably need to have both. But this is a really good skill to have in case one of your turntables breaks or malfunctions during a gig. And also, I've been there. I was once a broke dude that was like saving up my money to get DJ gear. So if you can only afford one deck, one CDJ, one turntable right now, this is a really good way to get some practice. And that way when you get your second one, you'll be able to jump right on with it. First thing I want to show you is how to wire this. As you can see, this is my setup here. It's a little old school, so pardon, but I got my Pioneer DJM 600 over here, my Vestax PDX 2000 turntable right here, hooked up with the SL1, and then obviously Serato is the software. When you hook this up, it's really simple. The right turntable, your only turntable at this point, is going to be wired how you normally would. As you can see, you got your RCA coming out. It's going over to the right deck input right here, and then the output is coming out of line, and I'm actually going into my channel 3. That's my personal preference. Some people do 1 and 2, 2 and 4 for their 2-deck systems, but I'm using 1 for the left deck and 3 for the right deck. For the quote-unquote left deck, as you know, there's no turntable to plug in to the input, so all you do is you run an output line from the left deck line to your left deck mixer. As I mentioned, I'm using channel 1. So that's all set there with the wiring. As far as the software setup goes, you want to go to your setup option here, you want to click playback, and there's this little checkbox under on song load instant doubles. You want to make sure that is checked, or else this is not going to work. So instant doubles is selected, and then you are ready to mix. So here's how this works. So basically, you want on your left deck, you want to keep that on internal mode because there's no controller or deck or turntable, CDJ, whatever you want to call it, on the left channel. It's basically going to always be on internal mode. Since you are actually using the right deck to control, the song, you want to keep that on, I believe it's relative mode. Pardon me if that's the wrong term, I always forget. But whatever, you want it on REL mode, that's what I'm going to call it. So it's really easy. You just start by loading your deck on the right with a track. There you go. So I'm all loaded, and you can start playing it. I'm sorry, I should be on channel 3 here. Turn that down a little bit for you. Cool, so now you're playing on the right deck. As you can see, it is coming through. And so say, it's playing and you want to mix in your next track. So all you do is you click it, you drag it over to the left deck. And as you can see, it's playing in the exact same spot on the left deck, but it's in internal mode now. So all you got to do now is make sure that your volume is up on your left deck. If you push your crossfader over and you bring the volume down on your right deck, it's still playing, and now you can actually stop the record and load a new one while that's still going. So let's do something a little bit lower BPM here. Okay, so we're going to start the next track on our right deck here. I'm going to get the BPMs to match. Looks like 128 is what we're looking for here. Alrighty, so now we're good. I'll start the track from the beginning here. Find that first beat. And I'm going to just drop it in like I would. As you can see, I got my crossfader ready to go here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I crossfade back over to the right deck, and there you go. So now I've just basically got my right deck going. I want to mix in the next song, so I'm going to do the exact same thing. Just drag it over to the left, bring my crossfader back over to the left, and look at that. I'm back to square one. So essentially, all you do is you use your right-hand deck to start a record. When you're ready for it to just be playing on internal mode, you drag it over to the left-hand side. then you're good to go. The song is playing. As long as your volume is up on your left channel, it's going to be in the exact same spot, and your audience isn't even going to notice the transition. There's no, click or delay or anything like that. And then you just bring it back over. You use the right deck to mix in the next song, and then just repeat. So that's basically how it's done. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'm more than happy to help out whoever is needing it. And thanks for taking the time to watch.